Football, sliced and diced with Sedgemoor FM and Somerset FA.
Welcome to Sliced and Diced, where we have open and honest conversations about football. I'm Neil Fellows from Sedgemoor FM.
And I'm Paul Coltman, marketing consultant for Somerset FA.
So today, our guest in the studio is Tino Piere, who's an award-winning referee. So before we get into talking about today's topic, just let me give you a very quick invitation. If you're a fan of a local club, or a player, or a club official, or in any way involved in local football, and you want to subscribe to this channel and hit the bell to get notifications of all of our latest uploads as and when they drop. On this channel, you'll also get some local interest stories and the occasional music-related video too. You've recently won the Somerset Young Referees Award. Tell us about the award.
Yeah, so...
congratulations, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So so when I first started, it was a milestone I really wanted to reach. So I was 15 when I first started refereeing. It's my third season now. And it was a milestone I really wanted to achieve. And this season I got it, so very proud to be able to go to the awards evening. Obviously, I met you there, Paul.
Yeah.
And just the atmosphere and everything. Obviously, it was at Yeovil Town Football Club. It was a very good experience. I really enjoyed it, and obviously, I got my award as well, which was great from Somerset FA. And then I also won Young Referee of the Year from Woodspring Junior League as well. So you could say I won it twice. So.
You should wrap it up. You are the young referee.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So my milestone originally was just for one, but to get both was just brilliant.
What have you had to do to win that award?
Referee.
A lot of things. I think, in my opinion, the main factors to it were my tough games. And when I say tough games, I really mean my like top of the table, like relegation, like bottom of the table clashes. Especially last season, I had one
teams
which was
are kind of all
yeah. I remember last season I did an under-16s first v third. It was sometime this time last year, and it was a very tough game for myself. Gave 3 yellows in that game. It did kick off a bit. I got through it, but once I got through it, it was a good feeling knowing that I just controlled it well, and that it didn't get too out of hand. And yeah, it was just a good feeling to just the final whistle, knowing that the game all went well. It just all calmed down in the end. I managed to control it all, and yeah, it was just a good feeling just to get the job done.
Yeah. How do you feel you've developed as a person during the last 3 years on your way to winning this award?
I feel like as a person I've developed just very good, because I've not, especially with my confidence and authority, because I mentioned to you when you asked for my background, I've always been quite a shy person from growing up. When I've been at school and college, I've always been quite a shy person, and obviously you can't really be shy as a referee, can you? Because otherwise you won't be able to show. It'll be hard to show
not
your.
A spot for a wall flower.
Yeah, it will be hard to show your authority. So I knew that when I started refereeing, it had to be like that next push to get out of my comfort zone, which was the main factor which improved my confidence and authority, because I'm able to talk to players, whether that's them coming up to me asking questions or me telling them something. Let's say they've gone to a late challenge and I want to pull them over, saying you need to be careful, otherwise your time on this pitch will be numbered, all that kind of stuff, and being able to clamp down on abuse and all that back chat and stuff. So
if you were talking to someone that wanted to become a referee, would you say that the personal journey, the personal development part of being a referee is probably the most important part of it?
Yeah, definitely.
As a young referee?
Yeah, as a young referee especially, because obviously getting given abuse from people at 15, 16 is different from getting it at a professional level at like 30, 40 odds, isn't it? In front of 25, 30,000 people. But, so yeah, definitely as well, because obviously I've heard a lot of things about young referees who get abused on their first game, and then it makes them not want to go back and do it again. But you just obviously it's not a nice feeling at all for anybody at a young age who wants to referee, coming back from a game feeling like they have this guilt, and that because obviously you have those games where you don't feel like you've done particularly good, and you just feel like, oh, am I good enough for this? You ask these questions, am I good enough for this? I a bad person for what they think about my decisions? But you just need to.
So a lot of responsibility
Yeah.
for a young person, not just a young referee, but a young
Just-
person.
What sort of age groups are you refereeing?
I do all of them, to be honest with you. I've recently been doing for the past few weeks under 12s, and I didn't really only had one under 12s game last year, but it varies from 11s to 16s, and then obviously I started doing adults last season as well, and it kind
Which
of
is
varies.
your favourite?
At times it can be, at times it's not, but
What, adults, or which is your favourite age group?
my favourite. Probably under 13s, because that's the age group I've given the most red cards. So.
And why does that mean it's your favourite? Well, surely that should mean that it's not, because they're
He's
the most...
exerting his
Yeah. Or that's the one you feel most strongly
Yeah,
about.
I'd say that. That's
Okay.
why. Yeah, adults varies a lot, because obviously you get the nice ones, you get the nippy ones who just give me a headache. But then other than that, it's all
Talks
fine.
about abuse, but the abuse doesn't necessarily come from the players, does it? It can actually come from the touchline, the
Yeah.
parents.
Yeah.
Who's worse? Players, parents, coaches?
Adults, players, juniors, parents.
In that order.
In that order,
yeah.
In that order.
Yeah.
That's definitely
Fair
my
enough.
point of view.
You mentioned earlier, obviously, walking out in front of 25, 30,000 people. I'm guessing that's where you want to be.
Yeah, definitely one day. Definitely one
In
day.
the
That's-
middle, on the line.
In the middle.
Fourth official, VAR, sat back at Stockley Park, watching it on telly.
Well,
400 miles away from where the game's taking place.
well, if that's the case, I have to hope I just don't mess it up. Do I? Otherwise, I'm not in the mood for any. I'm not the type of guy that's prepared for any backlash. I just want to get it right and just as consistent as I possibly can.
But elite referee.
Elite, definitely.
That's where you want to go.
That's,
Fair play.
that's the plan. That's the
And you're
plan.
young enough to do it.
Yeah,
Young enough to do it.
yeah. That's the
Tino,
plan.
really do appreciate you coming and talking to us about your award and what you're looking to do as a referee. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you
Thanks.
very much.
If you've enjoyed this episode, then please subscribe to the channel and remember to hit the bell to get notified about all of our latest uploads. Also, if you would like to get some extras from within the studio, like memes that we don't usually share anywhere else, a regular newsletter and access to our best of archive, then please follow the Patreon link in the description.